Jamal, hey, this is a nice surprise. Come on in.
Look, I can't stay long.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Answer me something. Sure. What do I have to do to keep you off my back?
Before we get too carried away, I will be right back.
No. Leave it.
I'll just be a moment.
Darling, I adore you. I have never been more sure about our future than I am right now. And I want to look back on this night and remember this is the night our first child was conceived.
The louse who snatched Adam is Adam? This is a joke, right? You're not laughing.
I wish I were.
You're telling me that Adam engineered his own kidnapping?
It's more than a theory.
It's outrageous is what it is.
Not really. Not really. Adam has been known to hatch some Machiavellian plots in his time, and the more I think about it, the more it makes sense to me, and the more convinced I am that Adam kidnapped himself.
All My Children, brought to you by Duracell batteries. No other battery lasts longer.
You know, I thought that you would have gotten past this by now, really, but here you are. Adam bashing 101.
Lighten up, Haley.
Now, I'll lighten up when she backs off. What was this concerned friend routine when Adam was missing? Was it an act? I thought it was real.
It was,
seemed pretty
Haley.
real.
It was, absolutely. I used every resource I had at Temple. I racked my brain in order to try and come up with some idea about this kidnapper because I wanted to help Adam.
Oh, well, the definition of help does not include accusing people of committing crimes against
I wasn't
themselves.
accusing anybody of anything, all right? I was thinking out loud. I was trying to figure out the kidnapping and figure out exactly what happened.
We know what happened. My father was receiving threatening anonymous letters.
All right. Just stop right there. Adam's life was threatened. He didn't want to bring the police in. He didn't want a guard outside. He didn't even want to add any extra security of his own. Why?
Adam said getting the police involved would attract too much attention. Negative publicity would be bad for business.
Yeah, why don't you try living in a fishbowl when the media shark starts circling?
Well, all I know is if my life was threatened, I would feel more comfortable if there were more people around me. Let's table that part of it, all right? What about Adam's account of the night he was, quote, unquote, kidnapped?
He heard a noise on the terrace, so he went to check it out.
Right, and how reckless is that? When you know that somebody is out there to get you. I mean, Charlie was here. Why didn't he wake him up? Why didn't he call his own security to back him up?
Because it was late, and he wasn't thinking clearly.
What about the fact that Adam doesn't remember anything, not one thing about the kidnapping?
Because he was doped up.
No, he wasn't. Joe Martin didn't find a trace of drugs in Adam's system. There weren't any marks, there were no cuts, there were no bruises, no sign of a struggle. I mean, didn't the kidnapper tie him up? Wouldn't he have handcuffed him? I mean, how did Adam get away? I would assume the kidnapper had a gun. So did he fall asleep? Did Adam just untie himself and walk out the door? I mean, how did he get back here? Did he hitch a ride? Did he walk?
How should I know? I wasn't there. All I know is my father is home now. And he is safe.
Okay, right. Adam is home. He survived possible death Why is he not rounding up a posse, going out to get this guy and make sure that they put him away?
Well, because he wants to forget this whole nightmare ever happened. He wants to get on with his life.
Oh, let bygones be bygones? Does that sound like the Adam Chandler that we know? I think our Adam would be rounding up a posse himself and going after this guy. He wouldn't rest until this guy was strung up by his thumbs, unless
Yeah.
there is nobody out there and the kidnapper is upstairs with his wife.
This is way too surreal.
Look at this objectively.
Oh, and how do I do that, Charlie?
Try not to think of Adam as your dad.
Okay. Look, all the puzzle pieces may not fit together right now. But remember this. Remember this. I was dancing with my father when Gloria got that crazy phone call.
Well, that just proves that Adam has a partner in crime or some high-tech equipment.
Why? Why would he want to kidnap himself?
Well, I can think of one reason. To test Gloria. A baby? Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. You're the one that has to carry it for 9 months and give birth. Are you sure?
Yes, I want your baby more than anything.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's put in our order tonight. One hale and hearty baby boy or girl.
Oh, well, let's see. Well, one of each. Give me a son and you a daughter. It's been so frantic with you gone. And then now, to feel so blessed.
That's what this was all about. That's what kept me going. The thought of coming back to you is what kept me alive.
I never gave up on you. Not for one instant. The thought of losing you.
I made a mental tape of you and played it over and over to keep from going stark raving mad. You were the light at the end of the long, dark tunnel, and I focused on that light, and you gave me the strength and the courage to go on.
When I think about what you must have gone through and the pain that you must have felt.
It was a nightmare. But I had the most amazing dream. It may have been partly because of the drugs that they gave me to try to sedate me. I don't know, but we were together, just like we are now. And I had the most incredible sensation of joy. It was pure ecstasy. And I leaned over to kiss you. And lo and behold, you were cradling our child in your arms.
I've had the same dream.
Close your eyes. Close. Your dream's about to come true.
Good night, sweetheart. Sleep tight.
I'll be upstairs for mooches smooches. This is quite some haul you got for Harold here.
Yeah, well, Dr. Humphreys says that dogs, as well as horses apparently, interpret fear as some kind of perceived threat and they react accordingly.
So what are you saying? You gotta show him who's boss, right?
No, I've got to show Harold that I'm a dog's best friend. And that way he'll stop snapping and scowling at me and I can stop shivering and shaking.
Well, it seems to me you got enough puppy uppers here to last Harold a lifetime.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Means that much to you, huh?
Well, the Dillons do. And Harold's a Dillon, born and bred, let's face it. I mean, if he doesn't warm up to me, I figure I'm out.
Well, warming up to you, that's no problem. If you can't defrost that flea motel, nobody can.
Well, that's sweet of you to say.
That's me. Sweet all over.
Look, Harold's out there. He's tied to the tree. You want to give Dr. Wolfries there a run for his money?
Okay, I guess there's no time like the present.
All right. You ready?
Yep. Okay, now I have to look into the dog's eyes with a very masterful gaze.
Oh, Harold.
You fight dirty. Like trashing Tom and Livia to get what you want.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not trashing anybody. Look, all I'm trying to do is set the record straight.
Right. By calling Tom a drunk to make him look
I
bad.
didn't do that. I didn't call him a drunk.
Look, Tom is the best. He goes to AA. I've never even seen him look twice at his wrist.
Jamal, all I said was that he was an alcoholic. Okay, that's a fact. Alcoholism is a disease. It's not something that goes away.
AIDS is a disease. It killed my mom. But does that make her a bad person?
No.
Does that make you better than she was?
Of course it doesn't, Jamal. Look, your mom was the finest person that I've ever known. And she gave me a very fine son. Have you know, think about that. Have you ever thought about what your mom would say if she knew that Tom and Livia were trying to keep you away from me?
Yeah, I know what she'd say. Hallelujah.
No, she wouldn't, Jamal. She wouldn't. She would want us to be together. And I'm not saying that as a knock on Tom and Livia. They're great people. They really are. But trying to keep you away from me is wrong.
Look, get a clue, man. I'm old enough to know how I feel, and I don't feel like your son.
Jamal, give me a chance. You know, you might change your mind.
No way. Never.
I did. I changed my mind. Believe me, when they told me you were my son, I sure didn't feel like your father. But I do now.
Raw. You don't even know me. All you see is some smart-mouthed kid who's hired a lawyer to divorce you.
That's not true, Jamal. Do you know what I see when I look at you? I see myself a long time ago. Listen, I know exactly what it feels like to be a kid who wants to grow up fast and get away from everybody who's telling him that he's nothing and that he's always going to be nothing. Man, that's the dream that kept me going. You think you're the only one? Every time my old man would take the strap to me, that's all I'd do. I'd close my eyes and I'd think to myself, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to move out. I'm going to have a place of my own, and I'm going to live my life my way. Yeah. Think about that. Maybe we're not so different. Jamal, I don't know how to try to get through to you. I wouldn't do this to you. I wouldn't put you through this if I didn't really believe that it was right. If I just deep inside didn't feel that having you in my life and having us be together was right. You know something? You know what your mom used to say about taking a chance on somebody? She said it was like you take your heart and you put it in your hand and you hold it out and you say, here, this can be broken now. Well, that's what I'm doing. You can break my heart. You can. But I swear to you, Jamal, I will never hurt you. I swear. I need you. I really do. And I think I'm hoping that you need me too. What do you say? How about just giving us a chance?
Hey, Harold, look, Auntie Jane's got something yummy, yummy for the tummy. Easy, boy. You don't bite the hand that feeds. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's his chow time. He should be starving. He should want those doggy delights.
Yeah, he seems more interested in wolfing me down.
Now, look, I apologize for his table manners. It's okay. You know what it is? Maybe you look like somebody who kicked him around when he was a pup. Sure.
No, I'm just trying too hard. That's what it is. I can't force Harold to like me. It was silly to think I could.
Well, I think it's really nice what you're doing.
What matters is that he loves you and the kids.
It's your perfume. Sure, that's it. I mean, don't take this wrong, but I mean, I think you smell great and everything, but, you know, dogs have very sensitive snifters, and it could be that your bouquet reminds him of somebody he hated when he was earlier, like a canine olfactory flashback. That's it.
No, I don't think so. Maybe I was just a cat in a past life.
Jamal's gone.
What do you mean Jamal's gone?
Well, I wanted to put a man into bed, but when I knocked on his door, he wasn't there.
Well, maybe he's at the Cudahy's.
No, Olivia told me they were having a client dinner tonight, so she wouldn't drag him there. I hope he hasn't left again. We gotta check out the neighborhood.
I can come?
Yeah, come on.
I'll stay with Amanda.
Yeah, thanks. Tim, see if his bike's here.
All right.
Harold, you and I are going to have a little heart-to-heart talk.
I learned a valuable lesson out there. Life is too short to waste even one precious moment dwelling in the past. I want to live for the future. I want to live for tomorrow. My future with my beautiful wife and our beautiful children.
You don't have to be brave for me. You can talk to me if it helps.
No, it's over. It's gone. It was a test. Don't you see? Life offered us a test. And we obviously passed with flying colors. We're closer to right now than I ever dreamed possible. If for nothing else, that makes it worth it.
I love you so much.
I know.
Adam came to see me right after he and Gloria got back together. And he admitted to me that he didn't think that he and Gloria had a shot unless he could be sure that she would be loyal to him. That this thing with Alec was over and done with.
I hope you told him to take a flying leap.
I told him he would have to take Gloria back on faith. But Adam being Adam, he had other ideas.
What kind of ideas?
He admitted out loud that he would like to test Gloria to prove that she really did love him and that she would, be faithful to him no matter what.
Okay, well, forgive me, but I flunked pretzel logic. How would Adam staging his own kidnapping test Gloria?
Who did your father consider his greatest threat?
Does the name Alec McIntyre ring a bell?
Right. So with Adam out of the picture, Alec and Gloria are thrown together. Gloria is afraid, she's vulnerable, Adam is not in the picture, and with a little prompting, Alec is in position to make a play for her. And there's the test. The only question is, will Gloria fall for Alec, or will she resist temptation?
Now, how is it that my father's supposed to keep an eye on Gloria and Alec if he's nowhere to be seen?
Why do you think Stuart was so adamant that they give the ransom money without even having any proof at all that Adam was alive? Why did he insist that Gloria go to Alec for the ransom money? And why was the ransom note so insistent that Gloria go to that cabin alone with Alec?
Uncle Stuart explained all of this.
Not Stuart. Adam.
What?
Stuart did not come home early from his rafting trip.
Why didn't I see this before?
See what? See what before? Are you trying to say that you think my Uncle Stuart is in cahoots with my father?
Haley, it wasn't Stuart running interference for Adam.
It was Adam.
Van's best friend, huh? Well, you and I could have been friends. I didn't take you for the type to hold a grudge. You know that little detour we took to the dog pound? That's ancient history. It's elephants that never forget, not dogs. Come on, just forgive and forget, okay? Look, one bark for yes, two barks for no. You got me pegged all wrong. You didn't even stop to think about that. I am cured. I am 100% cured. Why don't you give me a chance to let me show you? I would never hurt Trevor or any of his family. I'm all better now. Just give me a chance to let me make up for my mistakes. I have worked very hard to turn my life around. Trevor likes me. He really likes me. And he trusts me enough to leave me at home alone with Amanda. I get to spend some time with my daughter. Are you going to ruin that for me? Well, I guess we can forget about peace talks. You've made it perfectly clear that there's not room for both of us in this house. Well, I'm not going anywhere. So, where does that leave us? What are we going to do with you? Got any suggestions? I've got an idea. But I don't think you're going to like it.
Well, I have made a decision.
Oh.
I believe in miracles.
Oh, you do, eh?
Yes, I do. I mean, look at us. You and I have been through more in 1 year than most couples have in an entire lifetime. And we're still here. Yeah. We're committed to our marriage. And we love each other very, very much. And there's a possibility of a new life starting. I mean, if that isn't a miracle, then I don't know what is.
You know, the one good thing about walking through fire is it always feels so good when you get to the other side.
I thought the tunnel was our last test. I remember you holding me in your arms and telling me that you had searched your soul. You went with your heart and you decided to trust me.
Of course I trust you.
I know. I know. I just wanted the chance to prove that to you, and you were taken away from me before I could do that.
Well, somehow I knew. Funny, I feel it even more now. Come on, let's wake up from last time. Do it for me. Do it for me. Do it for me.
Careful, careful. I could be pregnant.
Oh, you women know these things right away?
Well, I am absolutely starving.
That proves it when I have to run and get you a midnight snack. You feel a craving for a sardine sundae with pickle chips? No?
No. But I will take one of Winifred's poppy seed pound cakes. Make it a big one, too.
With the whole thing?
Yes, big, because I could be eating for two.
Coming right up.
I mean, Adam does Stuart better than Stuart does.
Why go to all that trouble?
To catch Alec and Gloria in the act.
Wouldn't it have been just a little bit simpler for Adam to just leave town, hire a private investigator to follow Gloria, and then just report back to him?
Simple is not Adam's M.O. I mean, where's the sport in that? You set up a test, and then you're not around to watch the drama unfold?
Yeah, plus the kidnapping scheme was a foolproof way of getting Alec into the act.
How?
Adam made sure that Alec was a prime suspect. That kept McIntyre on the front burner in constant contact with Gloria. Familiarity sometimes leads to strange bedfellows.
Oh, please, you are just as bad as Brooke. My father may be a lot of things, but that twisted, he ain't.
What about Stuart? Is he twisted?
There is not a crooked bone in Uncle Stuart's body.
Yeah, so explain all the bizarre things that he said and did when Adam was missing.
He was upset.
No, Haley, it was more than nerves. I mean, Stuart's character was so out of whack. You know what I thought for a short while? I thought he was the one that kidnapped Adam.
My Uncle Stuart wouldn't take a free toothpick.
Right. You know what Stuart told me when I asked him why he was so agitated? He said that he still hadn't gotten over his feelings for Gloria, and that it was becoming a losing battle hiding those feelings.
He said that?
Oh, yeah. That's what he said. And then he said rather than risk showing his true feelings, he thought he should leave town. So he went to pick up Scott.
Look, okay, my Uncle Stuart loves Gloria. Yes, okay, but he's not in love with her. He's gotten over that. That was a long time ago.
Right. It wasn't Stuart who gave me that lame excuse. It was Adam pretending to be Stuart so that he would have some excuse why he was leaving town all of a sudden.
The night Stuart showed up at the ski lodge.
Look, Adam wouldn't do something that vicious. That is too cruel. I mean, okay, yes, I've seen my father do some pretty vile things, but, you know, Gloria and me, we're his family. And that's my father you're talking about.
Should my ears be burning? Haley, you sound a little upset. What's wrong?
No, you're right, I'm upset. I just want to go after those kidnappers and make sure they collect their Social Security checks care at Plattsville State Prison.
And no doubt Brooke and Charlie were making a case for leniency.
They were just trying to talk me out of, doing my own little investigation. They think that I should let Derek and the feds handle everything.
Sounds like a rock group. But I happen to agree. You've been through enough, darling. You want justice for your old man? Then you forget all about this and go on with your life. Will you do that for me?
I'll try.
Good girl. Now, you'll have to excuse me because my wife is upstairs dying for a midnight snack.
Well, you better not keep her waiting. I mean, after all that she's been through, if you're gone too long, she might freak out.
Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, nothing, little warm milk and a good night's sleep won't be.
Well, then a good night to all.
There goes one happy man.
Really, he acts like he has a 99-year lease on life.
Any resemblance between Adam and a man who's been allegedly kidnapped, bound and gagged, drugged, terrorized.
Is pure horse feathers.
Deep six, the sledgehammer. I get the point. Look, what do you want from the man? You want him to crawl into the fetal position and suck his thumb? That's not Adam.
Maybe not, but, I mean, you gotta think that there's something to Brooke's theory, otherwise you would include Adam in on our discussion.
Really, you didn't say anything to him. Why not?
My father has a very bad temper. He would have thrown you both out on your rears.
Is that the only reason?
Look, I didn't want to upset my father. He's been through enough. And your conspiracy theory is enough to make anyone's flesh crawl.
Haley, it's more than a theory.
Look, you were here when Adam escaped. And he stumbled through those doors, and he was dazed and confused. Now, if that was acting...
I'd give the Academy Award to Stewart.
Stewart?
Afraid so.
Adam pretending to be Stewart. Stewart pretending to be Adam. Oh, boy, I had my doubts before, but now I'm convinced. You've both lost your minds.
What do you say? I know Trevor put this whole idea of divorce into your head, and I'm sure he told you that you've got a chance of winning, but that's a lie.
You're the liar. Trevor's always been straight with me.
Trevor is a novice attorney that's looking to make a name for himself with a high-profile case.
No,
Yes.
Trevor's not like that.
Yes, Jamal, think. Think. Why else would he take a case that he knows he can't win? I'll tell you why. Publicity. Surprised he let you come over here. He does know you're here.
He wasn't there when I left.
Did you leave him a note?
No.
Oh, that's good, Jamal. Now I'm going to have to listen to him. You better hope I can get him on his cellular phone.
Dylan here.
Trevor, Alec, just wanted to let you know that Jamal is here at my place with me.
Thank God. Tim and I have been looking everywhere for him. We'll be right there.
All right. Look, I didn't mean to jump on you. It's okay. And I'm sorry that you're having such a hard time with this. But the court has already ruled in our favor. The state thinks that we belong together, Jamal. And any other court is going to rule the same way.
You do what you want. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. Whatever happens, I'll never be your son.
Hey, Harold! Guess what? It's chow time. And I've got your favorite thing. Top sirloin. There's only one little problem. I think it needs a little seasoning, but I've got just the right thing. You see, Dr. Jaffe prescribed these tranquilizers for me. He said to take them whenever I needed them. Well, I think the time has come, Harold. So, you ready for a little doggy downer? A little tranquilizer tartare. Get ready for the most relaxing meal you've ever had. Sweet dreams, you mangy mutt. Something, Harold. Nothing personal, but you really ought to go on a diet. What was that? Nothing important, I guess. And by the time you wake up from your little doggy nap, you'll be halfway to California. How lucky am I that Trevor's neighbors just happen to be moving today. Look at their paperwork in order, and you'll be on your way to the Golden State. Oh, wait a minute. I'm afraid I'm going to have to 86 this dog tag. Silly, then when I went sending you back parcel post. Here you go. Nighty-night. Well, I'm sorry it had to come to this, Harold, but you really didn't leave me much choice now, did you? Happy trails.
Why don't you head down to the car and wait for me? I'll be there in a couple of minutes, okay? Whoa, 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 guys, you still got our manners, right?
Nice. Thanks for nothing.
Do you see what you're doing to that kid?
Don't give me that. I don't think that trying to do what's best for my son qualifies as child abuse.
I am not even going to touch that until we're in court. Little free legal advice? Back off of Tom and Livy or I bring out the big guns.
Oh, Trevor, I'm just terrified.
If you were smart, you would be. I know from a very good authority that Janine was just the first in a whole line of women whose lives you trashed.
I am Jamal's biological father.
Whoop-dee-doo.
Yeah, you're damn right. Whoop-dee-doo. I don't think a few personal blots are going to be justification for taking him away from me.
Maybe not. I also got a tip that you are a prime suspect in Adam Chandler's kidnapping.
Oh.
True? If that's true, that's not just a blot, pal.
Trevor.
That's a life in the cooler.
Great. Thanks for the pre-warning, and thanks for picking up Jamal. Please take good care of my son.
You count on it, Muckenmeyer.
Have you two been drinking out of the same weird water supply? First, you think that Alec kidnapped my father. Then you think Stuart did it, and now you get together and you decide that it was a co-conspiracy between Adam and Stuart? Well, that is totally Looney Tunes.
Haley, I know. Just give us a few more minutes so you can hear the rest of the evidence.
What evidence, Brooke? You don't have any evidence. You have a suspicious mind is what you have.
Look, I know there are still some blanks to fill in. I have not figured out the logistics of this whole thing, but I know in my gut that Adam masterminded this whole thing.
Oh, okay. Well, you said that Adam was pretending to be Stuart and vice versa, right? Well, who is up in bed with Gloria right
I'm
now?
not sure when they switched places, but I am pretty certain that it was Stuart who stumbled in here and said that he had escaped from the kidnappers.
They probably made the switch at the hospital. Stuart was with Adam long enough to change clothes.
Right. But not before Joe Martin examined him, which would explain his comment about Adam's blood pressure. It was low. It was unusually low for Adam, which is rather telling unless you want to say that, you know, a bona fide kidnapping is a new source of, you know, reducing stress.
I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I can't. My father would never do something like that to me.
Haley, look, sweetheart. This is not undiscovered territory, okay? You've been all over the map with Adam. You know what he's capable of.
He's my father, Charlie, and he loves me, and he loves Gloria. There was blood in his car. We got threatening notes, and we got threatening phone calls that had us paralyzed with fear. My father was missing for days. Charlie, I thought he was dead. I almost crawled inside of a vodka bottle and stayed there. Now, do you really think that my father would torture me endlessly and needlessly for some stupid little test? Well, I guess that's my answer. Thank you.
Haley.
Not another word. I don't want to hear one single solitary word. I just needed to talk to McIntyre alone. I didn't...
I understand that, Jamal.
Jamal, you're found.
I wasn't lost.
Jamal, like I said, if you want to mix it up with McIntyre, you bring your attorney, okay? Amanda Conk out?
Sleeping the sleep of the innocent. She's just up there listening to her little baby snores.
And no problem with Harold, right?
No, I haven't heard a peep out of him.
Good.
Dad, Harold's gone. He broke loose.
We just chewed right through it, didn't we?
Poor Harold.
He must have been crazy being tied up all that time. I gotta go look for him.
No,
Me
don't
too.
worry, guys. Look, he got his dog tags on. He's probably a couple blocks away at Renwood, messing around with that French poodle. He'll be back in a flash.
Late for a house call, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I was thinking over your job offer, and I accept.
Good. Great.
Great. Well, I'll see you first thing in the morning.
Okay. Was it something else? I guess not.
How can you be so sure we made a baby tonight?
Because I have it on good authority
Oh.
from the fertility goddess.
Ah, real scientific stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Wish I could remember what I did to deserve you.
Well, it'll come to you. Besides, we have our whole lives together.
Yes, we do, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
All the bad stuff's behind us. There's nothing to spoil our happiness. Nobody to come between us. The best is truly yet to be.
Very wonderful.
Oh, my word.
Hmm. Close your mouth.
Close.
Close your mouth.
Tell me I'm crazy. crazy.
You know, if you're crazy, that makes two of us.
Adam staging his own kidnapping? I mean, no wonder Haley can't believe it. I can hardly believe it myself.
You know, well, you made a convert out of me.
Yeah? So what are we going to do now?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that question.
Well, listen, we can't forget it. And we can't just go hurling accusations at Adam. There's much too much at stake here.
We need proof.
Let's get it.
Now stay tuned for exclusive ABC sports coverage of the playoff for the U.S. Open Golf Championship next.